Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to change the oil on a 2008 Dodge Avenger 4-cylinder 2.4 liter. I'm going to jack up the car, make a little bit more room underneath so I can change the oil more easily. Today we're going to use a pair of channel locks and a 13mm socket with a 3/8 ratchet. Here I'm just going to unscrew the oil cap, let the oil flow more easily. Here I'm using the 3/8 inch ratchet with the 13mm socket to break free the drain plug. It's kind of seized on there. Just holding the pan up to catch whatever oil might come out of there, because it's all going to come out at once. And now you just wait. I usually let the engine warm up a little bit so that the oil will flow out more easily. Now we're going to change the oil filter here. I'm using a pair of channel locks because I could not find my oil filter wrench. This worked just fine though. Once again, just want to be careful here. All the oil is pretty much going to come out at once. Try to do a little bit at a time. Just using the rag to reduce as much mess as I can. And the oil filter's out. Here is the drain plug. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. It's going to have a rubber seal on there, so not going to want to use too much brake cleaner or else it might compromise the rubber of the seal. Make sure the threads are nice and clean and it's ready to be put back on. Cleaning up the surface of where that drain plug goes back to the oil pan. Make sure there's no dirt or anything. Snug it up by hand, and then I'll use the 3/8 inch ratchet with the 13mm socket. Doesn't have to be super tight. I usually just do it by feel. Just make sure not to over torque it. Here I'm just cleaning the surface of where the oil filter meets the engine. Here's the oil and filter I'm going to be using for this engine. I'm using a high mileage full synthetic oil. And that's the STP oil filter part number there. Here I'm going to put some clean oil on the O-ring. This is going to create a barrier in between the O-ring and the mating surface. It's going to help protect the O-ring. And then I'll just tighten it up by hand. Cleaning up the cover here, make sure there's no dirt or grime that's going to get into there when I'm starting to pour the oil into it. I figured just taking the cover off is going to be the easiest way to do this. Just using brake cleaner to clean that up a little bit. This is my homemade funnel there. I couldn't find my actual funnel, but this worked just fine. It's just a water bottle cut in half. Here I'm just checking how much oil is still left in the can. This engine takes about 4.5 liters. And I'm just going to check the oil on the dipstick, make sure it's full from that point. And it's good. And that's the kind of engine that's in this. It's a 2.4 liter. And that's it. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this.